Whoop, 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 whoop.
Bets and Brewskis. Bets
Are we
and
going?
Brewskis.
We're going. Fucking welcome to it, baby. Bets and
Bets and
Brewskis.
Brewskis.
Wide. We are in championship weekend. It is time, boys. It is time to empty the fucking FanDuel account. This is all we got, baby. We got fucking 3 more games. Not counting the Pro Bowl, because the Pro Bowl kind of fucking sucks.
It's kind of weird to think about. Yeah, 3 games left. All comes down to this.
Yep. Steering this ship today will be I, Mr. Matt Fagley, along with me, Mr. Brenton Bad Brewskis Bradford, and Mr. Farmer himself, Elliot Autism Stalkup. How you doing, buds?
I'm doing good. Doing
good
Just on the
today.
road.
Pop
Trying
is
not to
in.
wreck.
Oh yeah. Not
Hoping
having to
Elliot
do
gets in a
anything
car
with-
wreck.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Not having to do anything with the NFL. I see your Lakers sweatshirt. Did you know that the Lakers fucking suck, or?
Yeah, I'm aware. I've had this since high school, and it still fits. One of the few clothing articles that still fits from high school. So gotta let it rip. And it's comfy still. I don't think a single stitch is misplaced. Whatever Vietnamese kid put this together was a fucking superstar.
What a badass. Oh yeah. All right, boys. Well, last week I believe Mr. Autism himself went 4-0, which was pretty impressive.
That doesn't
Bad
scream
Brewski
autism at all.
had a wonderful weekend as well with a 3-1, and then I went fucking 2-2 because fuck the Giants and I hate my life. Cool.
It happens.
This weekend, only 2 games on Sunday. The 3 o'clock one. The San Francisco 49ers go down to Philadelphia. Spread is 2.5. Eagles are favored. What's the total at here? Total's at 46.5. Bad Brewski, what you got, bud?
Oh man. Whew. You guys know I've been rocking with the fucking Niners all year, and I don't think I can stop. You're giving me the Niners as dogs. I do not care if it's Brock Purdy. I don't care who it is. The Niners have the most complete roster, and it's not even close. So I really do like having, plus 2.5 is a great. Honestly, give me +3 if I can get it for something cheap. Hell, might even take a money line.
Yeah, I mean, money line.
At that point, I might as well just take a money line, and I think that's what I'll do. I don't really have much else besides I like the fucking Niners, and that's it. So Elliot, give me some stats to why I like the Niners.
Well, just real quick, we got 78% of the bets and 72% of the money is on the Eagles. You can get, if you go down to alternate spread, they actually have, it's at -105 like on the actual box, but if you go into the tab and go to alternate spread, you can get +2.5 at even money, +100, or you can get +3.5 at only -140. So that is definitely pretty juicy. All right, go ahead, Autism.
Yeah, so I mean, Brock Purdy, he's 9-0 now, I believe, in all 9 of his starts. He played a really good defense last week against the Cowboys and was successful. I think the Eagles' defense is very good. I don't think it. I think their pass rush is not as good as the Cowboys. Their secondary is a little bit better though. So I think it kind of evens out. I think he'll continue to succeed. I don't see any reasons that the Eagles' defense will be anywhere difficult for him than what the Cowboys were. I think their run game will just be very good. I know they have Ndamukong Suh up front, the Eagles do, but I don't think it's going to slow them down too much. I like the Niners in this situation. I'm going to continue to ride with the Niners. Got my Super Bowl ticket on the Niners. I want them to win this game. But Jalen Hurts did look really good last week. He was throwing the ball really well. He's now 6 weeks away from his injury.
Against the frauds.
Yep, against the frauds. I know they did dominate against Giants, but the Giants, I think, were a good team. I know we called them frauds, but I don't think they were ever supposed to be really, really good. So I'm not going to call them frauds
I will.
quite yet.
I'll do it for you.
But no, I'm going to ride with the 49ers at 2.5. Of course, go ahead and buy it up to 3 and sprinkle some on the money line. That's your best bet there. The total, though, at 46.5, I think that's a little high. I mean, you're talking about the 49ers defense that played really well against the high-flying offense, the Cowboys.
Only gave up 12 points.
That's right. And I think the Niners aren't going to be out there putting up 30 plus against the Eagles defense. So
Eagles only gave up what, 8?
Yeah, I like the Eagles. I'm sorry, not the Eagles. I like the under this week quite a lot as well.
I agree with that.
Yeah, if I had to go on a total, I would definitely go with the under as well. Both defenses are super good. I mean, Niners rush defense is much better than Eagles rush defense, which is good for trying to stop Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts. But like you said, Eagles secondary is a little bit better than Niners secondary. However, whenever you got fucking George, big play Kittle, making catches, fucking tipping the ball up in the air 3 times, then coming down with it, like still running full speed. I mean, try stopping this fucking Niners team, dude. They are on an absolute fucking roll right now. Everybody's healthy. Well, Christian McCaffrey did have a little bit of a stinger last week, I guess. But, I mean, the dude's battled injuries his entire career. It's his fucking first NFC championship. He is going to go out there, guns a-blazing, not giving a single fuck about his body, and probably scoring 2 or 3 touchdowns. I will take officially Niners plus 3.5 minus 140 because that is a great fucking number for it. I do like the under. I probably won't take it officially, but I will take Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown scorer minus 130. I know that's, I mean, you're laying quite a bit of juice for an anytime touchdown scorer, but the dude's been a fucking machine. Like he runs the ball 30, 40. Well, he at least gets 30, 40 touches a game, whether through the passing game or running game. Like him and Debo and Kittle, like they're the offense. And I know they sprinkle Ayuk in there, but so I really like that.
I don't necessarily like the Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. When you're going anytime touchdown, those kinds of odds that really hurts it. And I know he's had a touchdown in pretty much every game so far, but with his injury, which I think is going to be perfectly fine, I would see a situation where maybe he gets a couple less touches in the red zone when they're just trying to pound the rock in or something like that. So
boys, hear me out. Correct score prediction. 49ers 21, Eagles 20. Niners go down, score last minute to put them ahead after they had 14 points. Eagles don't get the field goal to win.
I don't mind it. What's the odds?
$1 to win 170. We're balling out.
Yeah. Hell.
Hammer it.
Hell yeah, I fucking love that. But the playoffs started, they had like those props for most playoff rushing yards, most playoff passing yards, blah, blah, blah. I took Christian McCaffrey at plus 500 to have the most playoff rushing yards. I'm pretty positive, as long as he doesn't get like 2 fucking yards this weekend, he's going to fucking come home with that shit.
Is he in the lead right now?
Yeah, he is. And then I took a couple just flyers on some other things. Most playoff receiving yards, Jamar Chase at plus 900. Patrick Mahomes, it was plus 300, but him to have the most passing yards. And then I also sprinkled on Purdy to have the most passing yards and Burrow to have the most passing yards, only because they were good odds. Purdy was plus 750 and Burrow was plus 550. But I was thinking, like, Niners are going to go far into the playoffs. Bengals are probably going to go far into the playoffs.
Almost did.
Everybody's got a shot. Huh? Almost didn't.
They almost didn't.
Shut the
Two. We're fucking a dick length away from the Ravens still being here.
And then I did sprinkle only because it's a great number, and if the Niners win, depending on how Purdy plays and like him not necessarily being a franchise quarterback quite yet, like you never know if they're going to give one of the older players on the 49ers the Super Bowl MVP. So George Kittle was plus 7,000 to win Super Bowl MVP. I put a few buckaroonies on that one, and hoping that if the Niners win, he has a big game.
Nick
came across
Bosa to. Oh, go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So Nick Bosa to record a sack. I know it's minus 166 here, but I mean, you lay a bit of money on that. That seems like a pretty sure bet.
You probably
Nick
can't
Bosa's
parlay that with anything, can you?
With what would you want to parlay it?
No, probably. I don't know about Nick Bosa this weekend.
Oh yeah, I don't think you can parlay those with
in the
anything.
league.
I don't know, man. You can't stop Nick fucking Bosa, dude.
I know it, but being as mobile as Jalen Hurts is, and as good as that offensive line is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, then take no plus 130 there.
I may have to.
Well, honestly, I don't really like that, only because Nick Bosa always lines up on the right side of the line if you're looking at it from the offensive perspective. Guess who the fucking Eagles' right tackle is? Lane Johnson. Guess who has a fucking groin injury and was hobbling around the field last weekend? Lane fucking Johnson. I know
he
he's
was also
dog.
incredible last week.
Yeah, but it's Nick fucking Bosa that he's going against.
Yeah.
Boys, do we think Darius Slay? Do you think Big Play Slay makes an appearance and gets an interception?
Brock has been really good about protecting the ball.
That's fair.
I don't mind it, but the only thing that scares me away from that is CJ. GJ is also on the defense. He's very opportunistic. Like there's got a bunch of people that can make plays on the defense. So
Gardner Johnson plus 580 for yes to record an interception.
A pick?
And Darius Slay plus 410 to record a pick.
You sprinkle a little bit on both of those. Like
I'm gonna throw 50 cents on both of those.
Yeah, I think it's mostly because Brock Purdy hasn't given the ball away, so
I think there's a chance there's a chance they get a pick, and if it's gonna be the Eagles getting a pick, it's probably one of those two dudes.
Yeah,
that's fair. There's always a chance, but just the way Kyle Shanahan's offense runs, it's supposed to be to protect the ball. So,
and
if they both get picks, I'm a genius.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
The boys saw before, but I have about 85 bets in my bet slip right now.
A cool 85.
I stumbled upon the weekly specials as well.
Love the weekly specials.
Give Daddy some of those.
They're always fucking juicy. We got each team to score 1+ field goals in the championship games is minus 105. Basically even money. Give me that.
Every team to have 1 field goal.
So like each conference, yeah. So all 4 teams.
All 4 teams to have 1 field goal.
Oh, oh my goodness! Are you serious?
Where do you find the weekly specials? I'm gonna go look at those shits real quick.
Yeah.
They should be on there. Just click on more NFL wagers or something.
Oh baby.
Yeah.
I feel like all of these defenses are good enough that they could get 1 red zone stop. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like minus
baby.
105, dude. Like fucking put the house on it. Then we got.
Dude.
Hey, this was a little more of a long
mortgage right now.
Both opening kick in the championship games to be a touchback plus 230.
Oh.
I don't like it.
Give me it.
It's good value, but I don't like it. Then I got a couple more of these, but they're a little more of longer odds. Each team in both championship games to have a successful 4th down conversion plus 1,100.
No, I'm off that one.
It's plus 1100, so it's not going to be the.
You gotta go. We gotta sprinkle it, bro. We gotta come on.
Fuck it, like.
Responsibly.
I mean, you're gonna, especially in Niners Eagles, you're probably gonna have both of those teams going for it at least once. Now, the only
part is what worries me.
That's what I was saying. Like the only downfall is they have to be a successful try. So,
like for the Eagles,
I mean, you're probably going to get opportunities.
If it's 4th and 1 in their territory, the Eagles are definitely going for it and getting it. But I don't. I mean, the problem is if a team gets up early, they're never going for it on 4th down. Then they're just kicking it away the rest of the game.
Right.
So
hey,
you know,
that's betting, baby.
Risk versus reward.
Yeah, I know. 1100. I feel like that. Like I know that's good odds, but in my mind, it just feels a little short. I know.
You're not putting the bank on it. You're just a sprinkle.
Yeah.
And then I had a little bit of reasoning behind this one, and it was very good odds at plus 1300. Any non-QB to have 1+ passing touchdowns, plus 1300. I'm picturing, hear me out,
Billy Special.
Kyle Shanahan, possibly down going into the last drive for Brenton's correct score. He's down 14-20 right now. Okay? You have Christian McCaffrey, you have Deebo Samuel, you have George Kittle, you have Brandon Ayuk. You have all these fucking playmakers. Don't always put it on Brock Purdy. Roll out Christian McCaffrey. Have Deebo and Kittle just trying to get open. McCaffrey slings it to him. Tutter. You get a fucking plus 1300. Pay off the mortgage with it, boys.
Oh shit! This is too good.
Saying it very well could happen.
Some of these are kind of crazy.
And you also have Sirianni, who draws up fucking crazy ass plays. You have Andy Reid, who draws up fucking crazy ass plays. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else in that game before we move on?
Well, let's move on to our new sponsor for today's episode. We got our first sponsorship money, boys. Shout out Riley. Let's go. This is going towards the new studio. Bets and Brewskis studio.
DJ Trigg. DJ Trigg.
Shout out. Go follow him on Spotify. $2, baby.
Hell yeah. Thank you very much, Riley.
If you would like to be a sponsor of next week's episode, give us $1 or $2.
We'll take 50 cents. Cheap. We'll take fucking change. So what do you guys think? Highest scoring team in conference championship weekend.
That's a good one.
I like the Bengals, to be honest.
So let's think. Probably the highest scoring game is going to be Bengals Chiefs.
Chiefs or Bengals.
Probably.
Right.
Then if you like whichever team, what are the odds on Chiefs Bengals? But for that,
Chiefs is plus 240 and Bengals is plus 260.
So, who's the favorite? The Eagles?
Yeah, and I just don't think that's going to happen against the Niners defense, though. I mean, they're riding.
Yeah, I think whoever you like in that game, you take as plus 2 whatever, because that's great value, and you're basically just calling it money line. Because, I mean, sure, the Eagles and Niners could put up 40 points apiece, but it's probably not going to happen.
Yep.
I see Chiefs-Bengals being like a 31-27 game, something like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chiefs-Bengals, do we want to go ahead and just move along into it?
Let's rip into it, boys.
We've had some funky little movement with this line. Opened as Chiefs minus 1.5 point favorites, and then everybody started speculating on Mahomes' high ankle sprain, how he was going to do, blah, 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 along with a shit ton of public money and sharp money was coming on the Bengals, money line and spread at plus 1.5. Right now, currently, it has moved. So with all the money and the Pat news coming out, it moved to Bengals being favorites -1.5. Then a video surfaced yesterday from Patrick Mahomes walking out of his press conference. Did look a little ginger on his foot, walking a little gingerly, but I mean, I think he'll be able to roll with it. The only problem
You see him jogging on the field? He was jogging in practice.
Yeah.
I mean, a shot of Toradol can get you to jog. I mean,
but they're not shooting him up for practice.
The only thing that worries me is it is his plant foot, which I mean, sure he can fight through it, but one little tweak like in game, and it'll be right back to fucking hurting like hell. So,
hey, Perk Rogers did it for years. Just call him Perk Pat.
True. So with that video coming out and everybody's thinking that he is going, and the jogging video, everybody thinks he's going to be okay. The Chiefs are back to the favorites. It's only at -1 now, so it's basically still pick 'em. Money line is Chiefs -120, Bengals +102. Elliot, what you got on this one, bud?
Yeah, so with all the line movement, the thing to keep in mind, though, is it never reached 3 on either side. It did get close because I believe at one point the Bengals were at 2.5 point favorites, but it never got to 3. So the movement through the 0, yeah, you can see like the plus sign, switching back and forth, but it's really not, I wouldn't say significant enough, but I still like the Bengals. I know the storyline's coming to this one. Bengals 4-0 against Patrick Mahomes. Well, Joe Burrow specifically led Bengals 4-0. They're just an all-around great team. Their wide receiver core is amazing. Their defense is very good. But they're in Arrowhead, and I know the Bengals have beat the Chiefs there. But my trouble is the Chiefs they've just been winning this year. They've had some close games, but they continue to just win these games because Andy Reid is a very, very, very good head coach, and Patrick Mahomes can just throw a ball anywhere. I know so I do have my worries there, but I'm going to continue to ride with the Bengals. I think they're an overall better team. I think their defense is better than the Chiefs' defense. So it's going to be a very good game, though. The total, though, what did you say the total is, Matt?
Total's at 47.5.
47.5. See, the problem is I think I still like the under a little bit. It did open, I believe, at 51 some places, 49 others, and it got hammered under. But at 47, yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay away from the total. I can see it going either way. But I think Chris Jones is going to be able to get to Burrow this week. But as we saw last week, Burrow was getting the ball out super fast. He can continue to do that this week. So give me the Bengals. I think it's going to be a tight game, though.
You want a money line or just +1?
Give me the +1, but I have a money line as well.
Yeah, I mean you're only laying 8 cents for fucking a point, so
yeah,
might as well do it. Bradford, what you got?
Hey, with inflation, anything can help.
True. Real quick on this game. So going back to last game, actually, whenever these lines opened, it opened at like both games were a pick'em +1.5 for both dogs, Bengals, and Niners. A shit ton of money came in on the Eagles, and I literally was sitting here watching the line as it moved from 1.5 to 2.5 in a matter of like a minute and a half. Like it went up to 2, then it went up to 2.5, and then it's just settled there. But you're still laying a bunch of juice to get the Eagles at 2.5. So all the money's in on them. All the money is also in on the Bengals. 79% of the bets, 75% of the bets, 79% of the money's on the Bengals. So, I mean, it's a little different from the other game only because they're +1 at -108. You'd think that it would be juiced a little more, but the books are pretty content with their line as it sits right now, I think. So with that being said, Bradford, what you got?
Oh, everything points to the Bengals should win. The way they've played against the Chiefs in the past, Burrow, whatever, fucking doing good. But I am the biggest Burrow Bengals hater out here, and I've never wanted Patrick Mahomes to win a fucking game more. I don't think he's going to go down again. He's going to get it done. He's the Brady of our generation. He's going to beat the fucking Bengals, and he's going to get back to the Super Bowl, where I hope he loses, but I hope he wins this week. So give me Chiefs. Just give me them straight money line. And
Yeah, only minus 120.
I think I like the over. I don't think both games go under this weekend. I think this is going to be a fucking offensive shootout.
Yeah, like I mean, I think it gets probably one team in the 30s, probably one team in the upper 20s. Like, it's probably going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I'm not going to officially take an over, but if I was to choose the total, I would take the over. It really pains me to do this, considering all of the bets and all of the money are on the Bengals. And if there's one thing in betting that I fucking hate doing, it is being alongside the public. But, I mean, the Bengals have looked fucking incredible, dude. Like, yeah, they might have had a couple games against the Ravens where they didn't look too explosive. But the Ravens are in their division. The Ravens have an outstanding defense. Like, I don't think the Chiefs' defense is anywhere close to Ravens' defense. Burrow and Chase playing in the snow last week was fucking awesome to watch. I know you don't like Joe Burrow, dude, but that dude, he's fucking amazing to watch. Like, he's incredible.
Well,
watching his pocket
when you've got all the
practice,
weapons.
Yeah, but his offensive line is also absolute trash. And his running back is kind of mid-tier. So it's like, he's got to do
Joe
something.
Burrow, come to the Ravens.
But also, you got to think, if, like, say Andy Dalton was still playing for the Bengals, but he had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, do you think they would be as explosive as they are with Joe Burrow? I don't think so. Joe Burrow
It's not a very fair comparison.
Well, I'm just saying, like, he's an elite quarterback, and
it's like asking if the fucking Ravens right now would be better with fucking Flacco behind the wheel. They'd be better with a fucking drunk driver behind the wheel than Flacco.
Maybe, probably. But you got to think, like, Joe Burrow is a super accurate quarterback. He's got a ton of, like, just reps with Jamar Chase from LSU. They're going to be fucking – I think they're going to light the Chiefs secondary up. Like, I watched a little bit of highlights from their past game.
Probably.
Literally every other highlight is Jamar Chase getting like a fucking 30, 40-yard reception. Like, it's crazy to watch. I will be taking Bengals money line plus 102. I would be doing a team ride, but I'm just a super hater, so.
Yeah, that's
I feel you.
Here, hey, you know what I did earlier today? I did think for a second about picking the Chiefs, but then I went to TikTok. I went to Jackson Mahomes' profile. I unblocked him, and I watched 2 or 3 of his TikToks, and I said, Bengals money line, baby, and I blocked him again.
Fair enough.
I love it. That's
great.
Right.
I don't want to see that goober at the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's all I did. I said to myself, you got to reignite the hate that you have for Jackson Mahomes.
Honestly, the best solution is a nuclear bomb hits Arrowhead Stadium for me.
So, yeah, I would usually be on the side of taking the dog and the points, but I just think Bengals, like, if they're going to cover one, they're probably going to win, so might as well just fucking get the plus. I did also have a couple nice little juicy same-game parlays on this game as well. I'll get to that one here in a second. I got one, boys, that if it hits,
hold on,
you might never see me again.
Tell me what that one is, and I'm going to fucking throw down with you.
Okay, so keep in mind, super long shot. The odds on this are plus 95,000. Okay. So long shot.
That doesn't
but
sound
it's worth
unreasonable.
it. It's worth it. We got San Francisco Niners money line. We got first touchdown scorer in that game, Devontae Smith. Okay, I think the Eagles come out. If they get the coin toss, they're probably going to go down and probably score. Like their scripted plays are the best in the entire NFL. Nick Sirianni's a fucking genius, and I think he'll have some stuff dialed up. Probably a couple trick plays in there. Like he's not just going to go 3-and-out on his first drive.
Wait, where the fuck's Devontae Smith at? I don't see him. Is he way down there? Oh no, there he is.
First touchdown.
Okay. You got him.
And then in the other game, I had Bengals money line with a Jerick McKinnon first touchdown score. So I know that is kind of contradicting, where I took the opposite team to score first, and then, but I don't think it really matters because I think both of those offenses are super explosive, and they might just go right down the field, and then both teams are just. I mean, the Bengals battle. That's all they do. They never really get up.
Oh
and then
shit! It's plus 114,000 right now.
Fucking hammer it, dude. Why not? Put a couple bucks on it.
I'm putting a dollar. A dollar's gonna give me $1,000.
Yeah.
I'll retire on that.
Retirement money right
So that's the long shot of the weekend.
Okay.
We just got some normal SGPs. We got Bengals money line, Jamar Chase 50+, Joe Mixon 40+ rushing yards, Travis Kelce 50+ receiving yards, Joe Burrow 250+. That is plus 325.
Yeah.
I think as long as Joe Mixon hits 40+ and the Bengals win, the rest of those come home.
Yeah,
then
this
I had
should be a
another
good
one.
of football.
A little bit juicier. Sorry, were you saying something?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say this is I saw the stat earlier today. This is like the third time in the last 20 or 50 years or whatever that both AFC Championship games have been under 3 points in the spread. So I'm excited. I'm thinking about making parlays all weekend.
I've still got $8.72 to work with, boys.
That's awesome. All right, then the next SGB that I had a little bit juicier. We had Joe Burrow over 17.5 rushing yards. I took his over in rushing yards last weekend. It was, he hit over by a mile. It was 11.5 was the fucking line. That dude literally always gets out of the pocket and scrambles for at least a first down once a game. So I felt that was a good number. 17.5 I still like. He was at 30 yards last weekend or something. Then I had Samaje Perine over 17.5 rushing yards. Whenever Mixon ain't fucking doing it,
very doable.
They put that fucking bullhead in there, and he'll get him 5-6 yards, no problem. So 17.5 I felt was very low. Then I had Tyler Boyd 25+, T. Higgins 25+. Then here's where it gets a little sketchy. Okay, we have Pacheco 25+, which I think is very doable, but you never know how many touches a game he's going to get. And then the long shot of the parlay, which is the one I'm scared about, is the Samaje Perine anytime TUD. It was it was pretty juicy odds, so adding in a parlay made it very juicy. But I think if he's going to get some touches, they're probably going to be towards the red zone. And like I said, he can get 5-6 yards on any carries. So just get him in the end zone one time for me, Joey Ice. How about it? That's plus 3,500 right there. Do you have any other parlays, Bradford? Elliot?
I do. I've got a couple other wagers. So I do have a first touchdown score that I'd like to parlay together. Aside from the one you gave, I've got Christian McCaffrey first touchdown, Jerick McKinnon first touchdown, plus 7,600, and then let's see what we got. I'll do a correct score for Bengals Chiefs. So then I got a 2-leg parlay for 2+ touchdowns. So I got Christian McCaffrey 2+ and Pacheco 2+.
Nice.
Plus 4,200.
Wait, what? You got McCaffrey 2+ and Pacheco
And
2+?
Pacheco 2+.
Plus
Nice.
what?
Plus 4,200.
Hell yeah, dude. I like that.
Nice.
Are you getting a correct score one out?
Yeah, go ahead and Elliot hit your hit your shit up.
I don't have any parlays yet. I'm cooking them up, but I love Isaiah Pacheco under 48.5. His rushing, his amount of rushes have been going down, and Jerick McKinnon's has been going up. So I like McKinnon over rushing yards and Pacheco under rushing yards. And I got to sign off, boys. I'm going to look at a house real quick. So you guys round out the pod, and I'll see you boys next week.
All right,
good,
see you
brother.
later, House Hunter.
Later.
Yep.
Let's see. I like the analysis. We're gonna have a 30-point. Probably the winner's gonna score about 30 points. Loser's gonna score somewhere in the high 20s. And
Yeah.
it's kind of a crapshoot. I'm obviously rooting for the Chiefs, but maybe I'll throw the Bengals in. Let's go Bengals. Bengals 31, Chiefs 27. Chiefs trying to get a last-minute touchdown, can't kick a field goal. It doesn't make sense. Plus 16K. That's money in the fucking bank.
I fucking love that. Honestly, like, those were the first numbers that came to my head when I thought of a score for this game was 31-27, just because I feel like we've seen that score before.
Yeah, I feel like
These two teams.
31-28 ain't gonna work because if Patrick gets the ball back, he's gonna get in field goal range. But I could see them, needing a touchdown, throwing up a Hail Mary.
You got to think too with these correct score. Like, are the Chiefs at least one's going to kick a field goal? Like, are they at least one's going to get stopped in the red zone and have to kick a field goal? So, like, there's no way that they would probably be 14,
4 touchdowns,
21,
no field goals,
or 28. Yeah. So, and I think Bengals probably at least kick one. I like only because you already took 31-27, and I don't want to double up on that one. I like Bengals 34, Chiefs 27. So Bengals win by a touchdown. Maybe Chiefs have to throw and get a touchdown to tie it up at the end. That's plus 13,000.
Rocking with that.
So
rocking with that too.
Don't mind that.
I'll probably throw some random wagers in during the game too with my remaining balance.
Yeah. And then I had just a couple more. I had under 46.5 for the Niners-Eagles game. Niners money line and Bengals to win by 113. That's plus 902.
What was the first leg?
Under in the Niners-Eagles game.
Wow, plus 902 for that.
Plus 902
Damn.
only because taking the Bengals by winning margin gave me them at plus 185 instead of plus 102.
Damn.
So,
yeah,
don't mind that one.
I like that a lot.
And then I felt like I was getting a little Bengals heavy with my parlays. So I tried to sprinkle in some Chiefs ones, just so I sprinkle around. I had Jerick.
Got to break even.
Yeah, I had Jerick McKinnon, anytime touchdown scorer. I had Chiefs alternate spread plus 3.5. I had Juju over 45.5. And then the only leg I'm concerned about really is the under of 47.5.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, so that one's at plus 1,700.
There's no way Juju doesn't get 40 yards when he's going up against burnt toast Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Dude's been talking way too much trash. He's going to get exposed.
That's what I was about to say. Have you seen what he's been talking about?
He's fucking clowning the Bills right now. What a dick.
Oh, man. Him, just trolling Stephon Diggs and basically Josh Allen, too. And, I mean, basically their entire offense. But, that's fucking hilarious. That dude's a legend.
Yeah, he's fucking crazy, man.
Then I'll just shoehorn in one more here, and then I gotta go actually. So we'll just wrap this thing up. This was another kind of Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes heavy plus 500 parlay. Chiefs +1 on the spread. Travis Kelce
Okay.
anytime touchdown score. Patrick Mahomes
Okay.
over 1.5 passing TDs.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes 250 plus passing
All right.
yards. Travis Kelce 50 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And then Juju 25 plus.
What's the odds?
Plus 525. That's 10 to win 53 basically.
That's not terrible. Yeah. I mean, I like that. I didn't do too
So,
well on my parlays last week, but
yeah,
you can always give it another shot.
yeah. I have a couple futures bets too that are like for coach of the year and all that shit that hopefully hits. But other than that, like the account is damn near empty at this point. So
I mean, as long as I still have some money in 2 weeks for the Super Bowl, I'm good, baby.
yeah, I know. So let's hope for a fucking fantastic weekend this weekend. I think the games are going to be fucking awesome. I'm glad they put the Chiefs Bengals at 6:00.
Yeah. I mean, Niners Eagles is going to be a fun defensive battle, and then getting to watch a couple explosive offenses to cap off the weekend. Get a little bit of both worlds. It's going to be nice to watch. Because
that's gonna
as
be
much as we
awesome.
we all love the big offense, but damn, it is fun to watch a good old defensive struggle as long as there are a few points scored.
Especially when you have two explosive offenses on the other side. Like Eagles and Niners offenses
are good.
I mean, they got players all around. So
who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? NFC or AFC? Like, what do you got?
So
or is there
I think it's going to be AFC. And I mean, to be honest, like the NFC, these two teams are the best two NFC teams. But other than these two, the NFC this year has kind of been so. Like, definitely the powerhouses are in the AFC, which
Absolutely.
makes me think they face tougher competition all year. They're going to be ready. I did throw a couple. This was so actually you might want to get on this too. It's you can pick the correct matchup for the Super Bowl. You're basically getting both teams that you picked this weekend at pretty good odds. So I took Bengals versus Niners. That's at plus 310. And then I have a Super Bowl forecast pick at plus 700, which is Bengals to beat the Niners. So if both of those things happen, pretty juicy. I just sprinkled on those, but I thought that was
I'll put some
cool
on
to have.
Chiefs Niners.
Yeah, what's it at?
Plus 320.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think AFC definitely, like, if you look at the whole playoff field, I would say AFC is more overall, like, they're offensive driven. It's going to be hard to keep those offenses out of the end zone, especially. Like, I think the Niners and the Eagles both have more complete rosters all around, but are you going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow for 60 minutes?
Yeah,
and
I would 100%.
Especially with the Niners and Brock Purdy not having the experience. Now, granted, he's done well. It's just hard for me to believe that he's going to go in there and beat Patrick Mahomes. And same with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has played great, but you're going up against those guys.
I think the Pro Bowl being before the Super Bowl, like unlike in past years where you kind of have experienced quarterbacks, I feel like that week between would really hurt Purdy. Just because I think the mind would start like, holy shit, like I'm about to be in the Super Bowl. Rather than like you're already fucking into game plan like 2 days after you won the NFC Championship and you're not really thinking about it that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe he gets a little rust from not playing for a couple weeks. Yeah. Whereas, Mahomes and Burrow, they're used to this. They've been there. And yeah.
You got to go. You got to sit through fucking 12 hours of media day maybe 2 days, 3 days, like especially being the starting
Yeah.
quarterback of a team, like you're gonna be fucking everywhere. Like I
For
think
sure.
that would definitely hurt him. So yeah, I would take if it's the Niners for sure. I would take the AFC side. If it's Eagles versus Bengals or Chiefs, like that would be a little tougher. I think the Eagles, if they can get past the Niners, like I don't know, dude. Their offense is fucking amazing to watch, and their defense, I think, could like I think they have better players in the secondary that could stop Jamar Chase and Travis Kelsey and T. Hig. Like, I think they would definitely be a tougher matchup than the Niners.
But you can get Bengals to beat the Niners in the Super Bowl for plus 700.
Yeah, that's the one I took.
If you're, oh yeah. If you're that confident on the Bengals, and then as long as the Niners show up, you might get a free win there.
Yeah, plus 700. I mean, you can't hate that.
I'm gonna go Chiefs to beat the Niners. Fuck it.
Yeah, what's that at?
Plus 700 as well.
Yeah. So I mean, you could even if you wanted to, you could sprinkle on both and still make a profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like, those are great odds there.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's everything, bud.
Damn, I can't believe we made it 45 minutes on just 2 games. It's kind of impressive.
We had about 150 bets shot out.
I had 0 place for this weekend, and now I have about 20.
Yeah. So this was a successful pod. The bank account is ruined, but we'll
Hey,
get
just
back.
wait until these cash. All of them are cashing.
Wait until that fucking plus 95,000 hits or plus 105,000 hits. We're
If
gonna
that
be on
fucking
top of
hits,
the world. Hey,
we're going to fucking Fogo de Chow's, and we're gonna have unlimited steaks on Monday. We're all calling in.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Victory Monday, baby.
Hell yeah. All right. Well,
All right,
one
bud.
last shout out to Riley for sponsoring us.
Thank you.
Go check out DJ Trig on Apple Music and Spotify.
Sweet. Yeah, if you want to donate, always welcome. Bets and Brewskis. What?
What?